J-Dub is back at it, here to give everyone another Walking Dead Season 11 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, I was able to watch this episode early on the Amazon Prime AMC channel, so if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching, you're watching The Walking Dead, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put it in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any spoilers. If you're a fan of Walking Dead, please consider subscribing to the channel, and please interact with me in the comments section as I will respond to any and all Walking Dead comments. This will be The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 12. The title of this episode is called The Lucky Ones. This will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. The episode starts off with Stephanie finding the parts for the radio, and then we see her side of things while she's having conversations with Eugene on the radio from previously. Mercer shows up and is investigating someone doing a radio breach, and actually, he's Stephanie's brother, and her name isn't Stephanie, it's actually Max. We actually found out that he's her brother a few episodes ago. I just failed to mention that. And he tells her, watch out. I don't want them to catch you being the one that's doing this, because he knows that she's doing it. She mentioned something that Lance Hornsby is up to something when it comes to all these communities. Just something she's noticed, how he's acting. And then there's a Commonwealth caravan that's going to Alexandria. Pamela Milton talks to Aaron. Daryl tells Mercer that, yeah, he was kind of one of the leaders of everything. Pamela Milton sees a picture of Reg and Deanna, and she actually knew Deanna before she was really political and hadn't gone into politics when she knew Deanna. And now Ezekiel is actually at the top of the list for surgery, and all of his bills and debts are paid. Jerry is super ecstatic about that, and it's great to see Ezekiel and Jerry have some moments together, although I have a hunch that Ezekiel may not make it out of surgery. Just a hunch, because everybody thinks he's going to be okay now, and that's when they're going to kill him off. Again, it's just a hunch. And then next, the Commonwealth caravan, if you want to call it that, actually goes to Oceanside. Yes, we have an Oceanside sighting. Pamela Milton talks to Rachel. She wants the Oceanside to join the Commonwealth, and Rachel says, not at this time. We have a partnership with the Hilltop and Maggie Rhee, and we would be willing to have a partnership with the Commonwealth only if Maggie Rhee okays it, essentially. So then the Commonwealth caravan, they take a trip. They're going to the Hilltop, but then they actually meet up with Maggie, Elijah, Diane, and Lydia. And Maggie almost gets killed by a walker as she lets her horse go and a walker jumps on her. It was kind of close, and I didn't even know it was Maggie at that point in time until after she got up. And then Pamela Milton and Maggie go off talking. They're like hunting or something like that, and they're talking and just talking about things and whatnot. Ezekiel finds out that Carol pulled strings for him. He's mad that the system is broken, or that's actually what Carol says. He would rather have other people that are ahead of him be able to get stuff that they need done, because there's a lot of people in the hospital. But, I mean, you know, the system's broken, so Carol found a way around things. Rosita goes to visit Eugene as he's sitting kind of at the bench looking at the lake, and you know, he's bummed out, and she's trying to make him feel better. And you know, Rosita says something about she's a cop and she's good at it, and then Eugene says she's pretty damn good at everything she does. So that's a compliment to Eugene. And I actually thought right there that Eugene was going to try to kiss Rosita. Not sure if it was going to happen or not, but I thought there was going to be an attempt right there. And he tells Rosita that Stephanie isn't missing and that she broke up with him, or the person that he thought was Stephanie at least. And then Daryl tells Mercer not all the places are as lucky as the Commonwealth, and he tells Daryl not to get too comfortable, as he normally would be wearing his armor, but they let him dress like he normally dresses to make the people at the hilltop and the other communities feel better and more safer. And then Lance Hornsby is talking to Maggie and says her visions could become reality at the Commonwealth as far as everything that she wants to accomplish. And then a small horde of walkers comes to the hilltop, and they all get killed. The hilltop people, Maggie, Diane, and Lydia kick their ass. Daryl helps out a little bit, and then the Commonwealth soldiers at Mercer's command actually help them quite a bit and kill a bunch of walkers that were about to gang attack them. And then Maggie tells Pamela the hilltop is going to pass on their offer because nothing comes without a price. Eugene goes to visit Max and apologizes to her, and he asks her how he can make this up to her. She asks if she can actually read his novel, which of course Eugene says, well, I've actually kind of burnt some of it up, but I have most of it converted to memory, and I could tell you about it. And then Diane actually tells Maggie she's leaving. She wants to be a part of the Commonwealth. I sense Diane is going to die very soon because of that. Pamela knows Lance is trying to get the communities for himself. She says the Commonwealth always comes first, and if it doesn't, he will face repercussions, or that's not what she said specifically, but just the word I'm adding there. And then Lance Hornsby starts shooting a gun off in like a field somewhere and kills a bunch of walkers. And then Aaron, he shows up during this and he's like, everything okay? And Lance, with the fakest smile, says yes, as he's shooting walkers. Says Pamela is on board with what they want to do. They want, Alexander is going to be taken care of. And then a walker, as he's talking to Aaron, gets really close to Lance Hornsby, and then he turns around at the last second and shoots it right in the head, and that's how the episode ends. So I was thinking this episode was going to be a lot better than what it is. It was still an entertaining episode. I was just hoping to see Negan, which we didn't see, and people are trying to fool me like Negan's off the show now. Negan's not off the show. He was in the trailer with a different person that we haven't met before. Negan will be back in this part of The Walking Dead. I just don't know what episode it'll be in. It'll probably be either the next one or the one after that. Who knows? And, it was interesting. The stuff with Maggie and the hilltop and Alexandria and the Oceanside, for crying out loud, which I think Rachel's going to die now since she was featured. It was okay. But all in all, I'm going to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I was slightly disappointed, but still entertaining. I think some of the things that they're doing aren't as good as what they used to do on The Walking Dead, but apparently I'm the only one that thinks that, because other YouTubers that I listen to on a regular basis seem to like the stuff that is happening with the Commonwealth included. And then, of course, my character of the episode, I could have gave it to somebody that we already know a lot about, but, in this one, I'm going to give it to Lance Hornsby because he was pretty interesting in this particular episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, like I say in every video, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Walking Dead, if you like The Walking Dead or are sad to see The Walking Dead end, or if you want to help me with the YouTube algorithm, go ahead and smash that like button. If there's anybody that that would want to listen to this, or if you want to share this with any of your social media platforms, please do so. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section what your thoughts are on the episode, whom would be your character of the episode, and what would you score the episode. And then last but certainly not least, please don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, share damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.